everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be filming a Dollar Tree get ready with me. I'm going to do cool tones today. I have all the makeup set out and ready, so yeah. So first thing I want to say is this is the first time I filmed in a very long time, and my setup isn't quite how I want it to be yet. I'm still playing with the lighting and stuff and the background, and my camera's also very old, so I'm trying to get everything ready. So it won't look quite as good, but I'm gonna be working on it over the past few weeks. So okay, let's get started with the video. Okay, so I'm just straight out of the shower. I just did my skincare. So now I'm going to start off with some lip oil that I got from the Dollar Tree. I normally do this to kind of prep my lips for stuff. So I think I'm going to go in with this one first. I got this from the Dollar Tree. It's Beauty Intuition, and I believe it's like a chocolate scented lip oil. So I'm going to put that on. Okay, and all the products I'm going to be using are from the Dollar Tree except for concealer. I don't have a concealer. I actually need to pick up a new concealer today. This is like the only concealer that I have. It's L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. I've gone through this whole tube, but I have a little bit left in here I'm going to use up, and that's the only non-Dollar Tree product I'm going to use today. So, next... Okay, so I'm going to start off with eyebrows, and I have a couple LA Colors pencils, and yeah, I think they're all from LA Colors that I've picked up from the Dollar Tree. They're in various different shades. I have dark browns and like kind of blonde shades. I'm going to try to use them together to kind of get my shade of eyebrows. I haven't used these a lot, so I don't know how good they are. I have to pretty much draw in my entire eyebrows because I have no eyebrows, so I'm going to zoom you guys into my face. So okay, I hope you guys could see. I'm going to try to lean in here. Okay, so the first thing I normally do when I do my eyebrows, I like to brush them up. And I'm also sorry you guys are kind of off to the side. I need to put you guys directly in front of me, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet, so it's going to be a weekend project. So I brush them straight up, and then I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to go in with the darker pencil from LA Colors. It looks like this. I don't know if there's a shade on here. I don't see one. Okay, so normally how I draw my eyebrows on is I put my pencil right on the side of my nose and I go directly up and make a mark. And that is where I tend to start my eyebrow. And I'm really glad I actually used the darker pencil because this is not very pigmented. Then I go on the other side and I mark directly up. And I have these two little lines right here right now. So that is where I'm going to start my eyebrow from, and then I'll just follow and go to the end. I try to like kind of put my eyebrow up, like tilt this end up a little higher so it's not as curved down because it kind of drags my eyes down because I have very hooded eyes. So I need to keep this part as open as I can. So and I just draw an eyebrow on like that. And I can already tell this pencil is going to be a little yellow, but I think I could work with it. Okay, so I have two eyebrows on like that. They're not filled in yet, but I have the basic outline of what I want to do here. Okay, next I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with this LA Color Browy Wowie pencil. It looks like this. It's pretty dark. And it's also a thicker pencil. And this is kind of what I need to fill in my eyebrows, and I need something darker with more pigment. So hopefully this works. Okay, so I think this actually worked out pretty good. I think I'm happy with my eyebrows. Normally I use a pomade to fill my eyebrows in. I don't really just stick with pencils, but I think we accomplished what we needed to. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with this LA Colors concealer. It is in Fair CC 569. I'm very, very pale right now. It's in the middle of winter and I don't go in the sun anymore. Yeah, I don't go in the sun anymore. I'm pretty much okay with being a vampire nowadays. So I'm gonna go in with this concealer. And what I'm gonna do with this concealer is I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows. Just anything that needs to be like tweaked a little bit, I'll do that with the concealer. And this concealer, you guys, I think this actually might count as a Dollar Tree pick. I may not have cheated when it comes to concealer, because I actually got this at Dollar General. So, but I think you can actually get this at the Dollar Tree too. I'm not quite sure, but so maybe this is 100% a Dollar Tree tutorial. But yeah, I'm definitely using a cheaper concealer. Okay, so now that we got our eyebrows on, I'm gonna go in with this little brush. I don't exactly know where I got this brush from, and I'm gonna go in and I'm going to kind of blend out all that concealer into my face. Okay. Okay, so now that I have that concealer blended in, I'm gonna take off these under eye patches. I get these from Walmart in like a little black tube. I'm gonna talk to you guys more about like my beauty and skincare routine. So these videos definitely are coming. I have a bunch of videos in the works. Yeah, I have a bunch of videos in the works. So I'm gonna go more into depth about like my skincare, what I use, cause I'm almost 40 now. I'm an old lady, so and this is what I look like. So. Okay, and for primer, I'm going to use the Beauty Intuitions Essentially Ageless Blur Face Primer. It looks like this. This is actually a really good primer. It's not even just good for the Dollar Tree, it's just good in general. It's a very mattifying primer, and it does kind of blur your pores a little bit. If you struggle with like oily skin, this is actually a really good primer because it mattes you out really good. It's almost a little drying, but your makeup doesn't move from like when you put this on. So I'm gonna squeeze. I have pores here, here, and then I normally put some here, but I already have concealer there, so I'm gonna skip that. And then I have some wrinkles up here. I'm gonna put some here just to kind of blur that. I'm gonna rub it in. I'm gonna kind of mix it with my concealer a little bit. Then I blend it around my face. And I'm trying to lean in because there's the lighting that I have is just like washing me out, and I don't know how much you guys could see, but I'm gonna let that get tacky real fast. Okay, now that that's kind of soaked into my skin, I'm going to go in with my Candy Moyo Moisturizing Foundation in Light 1. This is actually a pretty good foundation for the Dollar Tree. I only have one other foundation from the Dollar Tree. I was trying to find the Prolux foundation, but I couldn't find it. The other one I have is the Be Pure and the little like blue squeezy tube. I need to use that. I'm going to use that in a future video. I haven't used that one much, so I don't know if I really like that one or not, but I've been using this Candy Moyo one, and it's really good, so. Okay, and then I'm going to blend that into my skin with a dampened beauty blender. I'm gonna blot off some of that lip oil. And normally, you guys, I do my eyes first before I put my foundation on, but I think just because I'm filming, I stupidly forgot to do that, so this is going to be a little bit messier than I expected it to be. So, yeah, we're going to do face first and then eyes. And it sucks because the palette that I picked out has a lot of fallout, so it's going to be fun to work around. Okay, and instead of using this concealer from my under eye concealer, I'm actually going to go in with a L'Oreal Infallible. I think I decided to go with this one because this foundation is a little dark for me, just a tiny bit. And I feel like I need to brighten my face up a little bit because I'm going to go in pretty heavy with some contour. So, yeah, I'm just going to use this for underneath my eyes. Okay, I have a couple of Dollar Tree options for, okay, sorry. I have a couple Dollar Tree options for, contour. I think I'm gonna go in with this Marie Claire contour stick. I don't really know how good this is gonna be. I haven't played with this contour stick at all. I think there's only like one other Dollar Tree contour I've actually played with, which is this Ioni bronzer. This is actually really good. I really did like this one, but I think for today's video, I'm gonna see how this Marie Claire contour stick works. Oh god, this is a fail. Look. I have nothing. Okay, we're not gonna use this one today. I don't know if I need to like melt this, or what I need to do, but it doesn't work. Okay, since that one didn't work, I pulled out another Dollar Tree bronzer. This is a Be Color liquid bronzer and Radiant Tan. Let's see how this one works. That literally, that Marie Claire one had absolutely zero pigment, so we'll see if this one's any better. The Ioni one was really good. That's why I'm kind of surprised. The one thing I noticed about Dollar Tree makeup, the tones of everything is super weird. I know you can't pick this up in the camera, but it's got the weirdest yellowy tinge, which I'm not used to. But we'll make it work. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Believe Beauty brush. I have like 5 of these. I'm really sad that this brand is discontinued because it was really good. Okay. It's not quite what I'm used to, but I think it definitely works. I think it did good on my forehead. I think I'm gonna try another coat of this to see how this works. To see if I can build it up a little bit more. Because I do like kind of a darker contour on my forehead because I have a 5 head. And then let's see if I can get a little bit more pigment on my cheeks. Okay, I think that's definitely buildable, and I think I'm happy with that. I'm also gonna go on top of that with a powder bronzer. I like to do my cream products first and then set it with like powder, so yeah. Okay, I have several of these, and I don't know. Okay, sorry you guys, I have a bunch of these little blushes from Marie Claire, and I had one that was open, and I was trying to find the one that was open because I don't want to open these yet. Okay, so for blush, I'm gonna do a mixture of 2. I'm gonna go in with this liquid blush in Soft Pink from my Oni. It's a lavender blush. It's pretty much like a dupe for an e.l.f. lavender blush. It works really good. Ioni makes really good blushes. And then I'm gonna mix it with this liquid blush from Marie Claire in Soft Pink. I love this color. It works really good. I actually use this color all the time. And I think it's going to work really good for the cool tone makeup look that we're going to do. Because I want to do a lot of gray, lavender tones. I'm definitely trying to keep this very cool tones. Okay, so I'm going to do the Ioni blush right here. I'm gonna go pretty heavy-handed over the blush, especially since now I have to bake a little bit because I'm gonna do my eyes second, which is gonna be a nightmare actually. I wish I actually did my eyes first. Okay, so now I have that on the sides of our cheeks. Then for this more of the center of my face, I'm gonna go in with this liquid blush from Marie Claire. And I'm gonna put this more in the center because I like a really pink, that's a lot of blush. I like a really pink under eye, so, and I normally use a pink powder. Oh god, this is messy. It just spewed out everywhere. I'm gonna put some of that excess on my face. Okay, so now I'm taking a random ass brush that I don't even know where it came from. I think it's a Real Techniques brush. I've had it forever and it's broken. I like to use this one for my cream blush, and I'm just gonna blend under my eye. And these are, the light pink blush is pretty light. It's pigmented, but it's light, so it's not gonna look ridiculous. It's still gonna look nice and soft. If you want that really like soft pink under eye, this is a good one. I think it's very trendy right now to have a lot of like soft pinks going on. So okay, and then for highlighter, I have this LA Colors highlighter in the color Sunburst. It looks like this. Okay, I'm gonna blend that in. I'm gonna go back in and blend this part of my face in a little bit better. I have to have like a sheet of paper over my light so it doesn't like wash me out too much, but my lighting, because I have to do that for this video, it's making my lighting for me not to see super good, so I think it's working out though. Okay, this is the face so far. Okay, so for powders, I have a few different options, and I haven't played with these powders very much at all, so I don't know which one's going to be a good under eye powder. So I have this one from Laura Mercier. It looks like this. It's just like a white powder. I don't know if you can see that because my camera's very bright right now. But this is like a translucent white powder. Then I have a powder from Prolux in translucent. It's a loose powder. And then I have another powder from Prolux. It is in the shade Porcelain. I only found 2 Prolux products. I couldn't find their foundation. And then I also have this loose finishing powder from LA Colors. It looks like this. This might be the one. It looks pretty light. This might be the one that I use for my under eyes because I think it has a net in it. And when you have a net in your powder, a lot of times, it's a lot more of a finely milled powder, which is what you want on your under eyes, so I think I'm gonna use this one. It looks pretty yellow in the pan. It looks a lot darker than what I was hoping. It comes with a little puff. The puff actually seems really nice. I might play with that puff, but I'm gonna go in with my own little triangle puff. Just because the triangle shape is easier for getting like underneath your eyes. You guys, I might actually not use this because it looks very yellow, and I want something a little bit brighter under my eyes. So I'm gonna go in actually with the translucent powder from Prolux. And the Prolux powder also comes with a cute little puff. And it is a sifter. I gotta dig this out. Oh gosh, it definitely poofed out everywhere. Okay, so, alright. I haven't played with a lot of my Dollar Tree stuff, you guys, so a lot of this is going to be a new experience for me with these products. So, okay, let's see how this works. I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to blend or get all the creases out from underneath my eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my little puff and my powder, I'm gonna set my under eyes. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. I feel pretty comfortable with that. I'm gonna blend out, my eyelids are starting to crease a little bit. I'm gonna blend out the creases on my eyelids, and then I'm gonna set them with this powder. Alright, I'm also gonna set the center right here, blend out those creases. I scrunch my face a lot, and I always crease right in the center of my forehead. Okay. That powder looks like baby powder. Okay, so now that I got the powder on, I'm gonna start going in with blush and bronzer. Okay, and for blush, I'm gonna go in with LA Colors blush and soft, and pink blush. Alright, and since I haven't done my eyes first, I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to put some blush up into my eyelid. It kind of blends it all together, which I normally don't do because I have eyeshadow on first, but I'm going to do that for this tutorial. And I'm going to go in pretty heavy-handed because this blush is pretty light, but it's also pretty soft, so it works. Okay, and I don't have a powder bronzer from the Dollar Tree, but I have this Marie Claire Smoky Delights palette, and I'm going to use the bronzy side. I think this is actually supposed to be, I think it might be a bronzer. It's either a bronzer or an eyebrow powder. I don't remember, but I think I have a brow and hairline powder from Marie Claire. I could also use that in my eyebrows. I think I'm going to test that out for future videos. Okay, I'm gonna put that on a big fluffy brush. I think it's working, you guys. Okay, that actually worked out really well. I'm really impressed. A little trick, if you want your powders to last a little bit longer, just put them on top of your cream products. Like you saw me go on with the cream bronzer, and I didn't go on with powder after that. I just went on with my my powdered bronzer, or I think I screwed up saying that. I went in with my cream bronzer, and then I went in with my powder bronzer. I didn't powder my face and then put on my powder bronzer. I just put my powdered bronzer directly on top of my cream bronzer, and it helps with the blending and the stain power. I've done this for a while, and it makes your makeup look a little bit more seamless and airbrushed. So, okay, and I'm gonna go back in with that Prolux powder, and I'm gonna powder the rest of the face, and I'm gonna put a little bit of extra powder underneath my eyes to catch eyeshadow fallout because I stupidly decided to do my face first. Okay, now that I look absolutely crazy, I know it looks crazy, but it'll make sense in the end. But one thing I will note about this powder, it's very like soft and fine, so it poofs out in the air more than like a normal powder would. I've actually never had a powder do this to me. It like floats in the air, so you breathe it in, and I was like coughing, and I still feel like I have powder in my lungs. I don't know what is happening. But yeah, I would just be cautious of that. I hope there's nothing in here that's gonna kill me. Okay, and now for the star of the show, I'm gonna use this Smoky Tones palette. I forget what brand this is, but they look like this, and there's a bunch of these in the Dollar Tree, different color stories. I'm gonna use probably this Smoky Tones and the Smoky Delights from Marie Claire. I'm probably mostly going to stick to this though. I love this palette. I've actually used it before, and I think it's a good cool tone palette for the Dollar Tree. Okay, and I'm going to take this brush. This is just a brush out of a Profusion palette. If you guys use Profusion, keep your brushes out of those palettes, because most brushes that come in a palette suck and you just want to toss them, but the ones that are in your Profusion palettes are actually really good. Okay. So I think I'm going to start out with this lighter color right here, and I'm going to put it in my crease, and I don't think I'm going to quite put it all over my lid, but I just need to put something down. So I'm going to just go in my crease. Okay, that's not super dark for now, but it's fine because I'm going to keep going a little darker. But a little tip, I have very small hooded eyes, so what I like to do is I like to come up here and follow this line, and then I go down, and then I kind of push it out like this. That's kind of the eye shadow shape you want to take if you have hooded eyes, because the hard part about having hooded eyes, it's really easy to like enclose them, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to drag your eyebrows down too much, which I used to do, and it looked so weird, but you want to keep your eyebrows out a little straighter at the very end, and you also want to kind of do the same thing with your eyeshadow. You kind of want to swoop it up, because you want to open that eye as much as you can with your shadows. So, and then you swoop up, if you guys can see that. It's a good trick if you have hooded eyes. Alright, next I'm going to come in with this shade right here. And do the same thing. Okay, and then I'm going to go into this shade Over. It's kind of like a gray purple color. I'm going to keep going. The idea of what I'm doing right now is I'm going from lighter to darker to kind of give that like more blended look. And it just makes it so much easier when you start out with your lighter colors and you go into your darker colors. And the darker I go, the less I bring it out. Like I'm not going to bring this dark purple color up very much. I'm just going to kind of keep it right in here. Yeah, the darker I go, the less blown out I make that color. So I'm going to go in one step deeper. And I'm going to get this gray color right here. It's almost like a dark slate gray. It's not quite a black. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner here and just a little bit in my crease. I'm not going to take it up super high. And that's like the darkest color we're going to have in this look. Yeah, this is why I like to do my eyes first, because you see that fallout, but I put a ton of Prolux powder down. So hopefully that catches it. The Prolux powder is kind of killing my lungs, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so for the lid color, I have two options that I'm kind of playing with right now. I can go into these like silvery tones in this smoky palette, or I can dip into this Marie Claire palette, or I also have this Laura Mercier shadow. It's in like kind of a gray smoky lavender color, and I have used this one and I really like it. I think I'm gonna play a little bit with the silver color in here, and then maybe put a little bit of this on top of it, maybe do like a little bit of a blend, and see how that works. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger onto this silver color right here. It's actually like a good silver. I've used this before. Alright, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this like this gray color. It's like a gunmetal shimmery gray. It's actually really pretty and I really like it. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on my outer corner, kind of to blend in that that more lighter silver. And then I think I'm gonna go in with that liquid shadow kind of toward the end and see if we could do a little like inner corner highlight with it. It's actually really pretty. I really do like it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit just to marry these colors together. We are looking good so far. Okay, I'm gonna take off some of this Bake and excess powder. I'm really curious to see how this Prolux powder is actually doing right now. Okay, that Pro Luxe powder actually did really good. I'm actually really impressed with it because sometimes when you put that much powder down on your face on top of like creams and stuff, sometimes when you dust it away, it'll get really blotchy and weird. It's not blotchy and weird. It actually looks really good. It definitely veils everything together really good. So, yeah, it looks good. It smells like baby powder. It goes in the air like baby powder. It sucks to breathe in, but it is a very good product for the Dollar Tree. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more blush because all that powder kind of like washed out my blush a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this LA Colors shadow stick. It's a green one. I had a blue one around here, and I think the blue would probably go a lot better with this look, but I can't find the blue one. I don't know where it went. So yeah, I think green will probably work out too. I pretty much just use these. Oh wait, I just found the blue one. Okay, we're gonna use the blue one. It's right here. I pretty much use these. I don't really go underneath my eyes with powder very often. I do sometimes, but I don't know, it gets a little messy and weird. So I just go in with like an eyeshadow stick. I have a ton of eyeshadow sticks, but I like these ones from Wet n Wild, and then I'm just gonna go underneath my eyeball. And then I'm gonna take an eyeliner. Since I normally use tape, or I have a couple different tricks for getting my winged liner good. I just have this LA Colors auto eyeliner. It's in a pretty blue color. This is the trick, okay, you guys? To get your liquid liner line good, you take your pencil and you put it on the corner of your eye, and you bring. Oh, it just broke. All right, let's try this again. You take the pencil on the corner of your eye and you drag it up. You kind of line it up with your eyebrow and you drag it up like this. Do you guys see that? You drag it up and it makes a little bit of a guideline for your liquid eyeliner. You could use tape. I've used tape a lot in the past, or you can even just take your powder and kind of draw the line with your powder. For this instance, because I did my face first, we're just gonna do it this way. Okay, you guys see that? That's what we have. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my LA Colors black liquid eyeliner. I love this stuff. This stuff's really good. You can find it at the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, pretty much anywhere that LA Colors is sold. It's not always in the Dollar Tree, but I have found it in the Dollar Tree before. So we're gonna go in with our LA Colors black liquid liner. Okay, I have the LA Colors black liquid liner on. I don't have a Dollar Tree mascara. I actually just realized that. So I will be cheating with the concealer and the Dollar Tree, or I don't have a Dollar Tree mascara or a concealer, so I'm going to be cheating with those two products. But I have a pair of Ioni lashes and lash glue, and I also have like a lash glue liner. I have a lot to do today, and I just do not feel like I could mess with false lashes. I will try them out for you guys in more videos. I'm going to make a ton of more videos. But for today, I'm literally just going to go in with some mascara. And I think I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Sky High Primer, and then this Maybelline Sky High Mascara, the waterproof one. Only because I have to go grocery shopping, I have to clean the house, I have to do a ton of errands and chores and a bunch of shit, and we're also having a snowstorm and it's supposed to be cold. So I cannot be bothered today. Okay, so I think my liquid liner is dry. I'm gonna go in with this lash primer. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with the mascara after I've set my face. It's normally like the last little step. And in all honesty, this lash primer is black, so you really don't even need to put mascara on top of it. I'm going to, but I don't know why they didn't make it white, because they pretty much just made a mascara, so. Okay, so for the cool toned Dollar Tree lip, I have a couple options I could play with. I have this Beauty Intuition lip gloss thing. I thought this was a lip oil. It's not even a lip gloss. This is actually more of a liquid lipstick. It looks like this. It kind of looks like these lip oils from Hard Candy. It literally looks exactly like them. But this is actually a liquid lipstick. It's a really pretty color. It's like a nice cool tone gray mauve color. I can use this for my cool toned lip. I also have this holographic LA Colors lip gloss. It's coming off a little bit yellow, but it's actually kind of more of like a yellow purpley gray lip gloss. I can use this, and I think I will use this. For lip liner, the coolest tone I have actually came in this little contour kit from Be Color. It looks like this. I don't know what the shade is. There's no shade. I just found it in a little lip contour kit with this liquid lipstick. This liquid lipstick is actually a little bit darker than the liquid lipstick from Be Pure. So I think I'm gonna stick with the liquid lipstick from Be Pure and put this gloss on top of it. I also pulled out this LA Colors lipstick in Natural Shine. It's a pretty good nude lipstick, but I think it's gonna pull a little bit too warm, and I want to keep this look really cool. So I think I'm gonna do this lip liner and that and this Beauty Intuition liquid lipstick, and I'm gonna put some of this gloss on top of it. Okay, unfortunately that lipstick was very rosy and way warmer than I wanted it to be, so I'm gonna have to play with the color. So, going to blot. I was just kind of wondering, should I put this liquid eyeshadow on my lips? That might actually be kind of interesting. I'm gonna see if this works. Actually, I'm scared. I don't want to do that. I might test that out a different day because I have to go do things today. So we're going to go in with this Beauty Intuitions liquid lipstick and see if they can warm up or cool down that color a little bit. Okay, you guys, I'm doing it because that did not work this Beauty Intuitions liquid lip did not look very good with that lip liner. It was way too warm. So I'm actually going to go in with this Laura Mercier liquid eyeshadow, and I'm going to see if I can use this as a liquid lipstick. Okay, that looks a lot better. I actually feel like so much more comfortable with this look now. I'm very curious to see how this wears, and I'm very curious to see how this is going to wear on the lips. This might actually be a good lip product if you guys like it. Okay, for highlighter, I think I'm actually just going to go into this Marie Claire palette again. I used the bronzer. Now I'm just going to use this highlighter. And I'm going to take this little brush. I think this is from Real Techniques. I'm going to put this on in my inner corner. Then I'm going to take some random brush, I don't know where I got it from, and put it on my cheekbones. Okay, you guys, we're almost done. We just need setting spray and mascara. So for setting sprays, I actually have two options from the Dollar Tree. I need to open both of these. But I have this Laura Mercier Hydrating Glow Makeup Spray. And then I have the Ioni Energizing Glow Mist from the Dollar Tree. They're both glowy, so I don't know which one I want to use. I personally don't like my setting sprays to be glowy. I like them to kind of be matting and like set my face down, because I do kind of have oily skin. But I think I'm going to try the Energizing Glow Mist from Ioni. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to see how this works. My first impressions of this glow mist from Ioni is my first impressions of this energizing glow mist from Milani. I really like it so far. It feels really good and like hydrating on the skin. My skin looks really good, and the sprayer on this is really good. It's actually a really good fine mist. And it didn't leave any like drops on my face, which is kind of like a pet peeve of mine when like a setting spray leaves like a big glob of water and then it messes up your base. But I think that actually did a really good job. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Sky High Mascara and finish up the look, and then I think we are done. And there you have it, guys, this cool toned Dollar Tree makeup look. It's pretty inexpensive and it wasn't that hard to do. So yes, I'll give you a little bit of a recap on some products that I used, my thoughts on them. First off, you guys already know how I feel about the setting spray. The setting spray was really good. I absolutely enjoyed it. I also really enjoyed this liquid bronze color, or this liquid bronze contour from Be Pure. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really good. However, I did not like this Marie Claire bronzing stick. It didn't do anything at all. I want to see. I had to rub really hard on my hand to get anything to come off. I might have to play with this one a little bit more. Maybe I just needed to warm it up a little bit. I'll give this another try, but it didn't really work very good. I did really enjoy this Prolux powder. It kind of felt like baby powder on my face. I used the translucent one. I didn't even use the porcelain one. But I really did enjoy this. I used it to set my under eyes and to bake and to set my whole face, and it actually looks really good. It didn't do any weird blotchy things, which is nice. The only thing it did do that is really annoying is it's so finely milled and it floats. It'll float in the air, and if you breathe, it'll like get in your lungs. I've never had a powder do that. This is like the only time I've ever experienced that with a powder. But just be aware of that if you're using it. Try not to breathe in it. I also really like these blushes. This liquid blush from Ioni is really good, and I also love this liquid blush in soft pink from Marie Claire. These definitely are up there with like drugstore makeup. They're very good. This liquid blush is pretty comparable to this liquid camo blush from e.l.f. This is the lavender one. I don't know what the name is, but I think the name is just Bold Lilac. So it's very comparable to that color, and I love mixing these two colors together. It gives you this like really pretty soft pink color. I also really enjoyed this Marie Claire palette. This is in Smoky Delights. I didn't really go into the eyeshadows, but I have played with them a little bit, and they're very good. I used the bronzer and the highlight today, and they worked very good, so I really do recommend this palette, and I think this palette is definitely a good one to pick up from the Dollar Tree. I also really enjoyed this primer from Be Pure. I've actually used this primer a lot, so I can definitely say I have a lot of experience with this primer, and I always get good results with this primer. I also really enjoyed this Candy Moyo Moisturizing Foundation from the Dollar Tree. This actually has pretty good wear time, and I definitely think it's comparable to like your normal drugstore foundation. I also really like this Laura Mercier liquid eyeshadow. I thought it was very versatile. I used it on my lips today, and it really feels nice. It's like thin. I can kind of tell it's not going to go anywhere, and it kind of came in a pinch when I needed like a good like cool tone liquid lipstick. I didn't use it on my eyes, but I have it today, but I have used it on my eyes in the past, and it actually is really good. So I really do recommend this Laura Mercier liquid eyeshadow. And then these are the brow products I use. They're all from LA Colors. Just your standard LA Color brow pencil. And then I also have this thicker brow pencil. I lines my lines with these like normal brow pencils. But then I also really enjoyed this like thicker one to actually fill in my brows completely. And then you can't go wrong with LA Colors liquid eyeliner. Like, these are going to be good no matter what, so I definitely highly recommend these. You can get these almost anywhere, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Walmart, anywhere. It's always going to be a good liquid eyeliner. And then the highlighter and the blush, I really enjoyed. This one was from LA Colors and Sunburst, and this is LA Colors Soft Pink Blush. I really enjoyed these today too. And these also are really good for like a cool toned makeup look. And I also really like that lip liner that I used, even though it was a little bit too warm, but I think that Laura Mercier liquid shadow kind of like helped cool it down. I think that's about everything. I really liked everything for the most part. The only thing I had issues with is that Marie Claire contour stick. I think if I warmed it up a little bit, it might work out a little bit better. I'm going to keep trying it, but this is about the only fail I had in today's video. Okay, and I want to also do like a quick little spiel on my like life. I kind of jumped back in here on YouTube, and I kind of feel like I left a lot of people hanging about like what happened and like, or what's happened over the past year. I'll just quickly do a rundown of that real fast, and then I'll jump off here. So me and my husband, we moved from our old house and we bought a new house. We upgraded. We have a much bigger, much newer house. So that's consumed the past year. Also, I've taken up powerlifting, and that has pretty much consumed a big amount of my time, on top of working like 10 hours a day. So I've been focused on powerlifting and not so much like making art and makeup videos and stuff. So that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past year. I can't wait to share more with you guys. We also got a new dog. Her name is Blanche. She's running around somewhere, but she's an old dog, so we adopted a new older Shih Tzu. But yeah, I think that's just what I've been doing. We also are working a second shift now, so my life is like backwards. So yeah, I think that is about all the updates. I'm going to be making more videos for you guys. I'm going to be doing makeup collections, purse collections. I have so many ideas. And then I'm also going to bring you guys more art videos. So I'm trying to keep this like little life update very short. I think in a nutshell, that's all that's been happening. So yeah, that's what my year has been. I'm going to stick with YouTube for a while, so thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!